Morning! I'm too old for that, I really can't do it no more. I've managed to avoid it so far, but yeah, that was my first night out. Anyway, I'm not really in a condition to drive today, so let's go on a tuk-tuk. I have no idea why this guy's trying to turn around here. He managed it though. There's our coach. Where's my bag? There it is. Question is, do I do the windows now or later? Still have air pressure. Look at you there. It's warm in here. The chocolate's probably melted, is it? No. Still good. You see, from the outside it looks okay, but on the inside you can see there's a little bit of dust on all the windows. And then there's feet rest that down in the space of just half an hour. So it seems alright to park here. No fine. Sort the feet rest out. Do the windows. Probably doing it now is easier than later. Yeah. I'm gonna need some more water soon. I don't have much left. That other one's completely empty and that one ain't got much left in it. There we go, all done. Just got to put my gear away now. Yeah. There we go, all done. Grab my bag, head back to the hostel, dump this off, have a little walk around town, probably head down towards the Golden Gate Bridge a bit and down towards Bellum. See if I can go up the tower if it's open, and then find a restaurant for dinner. Other than that, that is day 13 done. Next destination, Porto. Morning, drive day today, going to Porto via a small town just outside Lisbon called Sintra. All my gear is packed up, pretty much, just a couple of bits to go. Everything there is gone. So yeah, try and sneak a little quick bit of breakfast today because I just about have enough time to try and get some. Then walk across the park, get the coach, pick everyone up. We've got new people today, so another safety spiel time. And then once I've done that, that's it for this trip. Yes, no more safety spills and public speaking. That's the plan. Let's get to it. See if I can quickly sneak some breakfast. That's a cool approach to the airport. Coming right over the bay, over the Golden Gate Bridge thing, over the city, and then you touch down just on the outskirts. It's like Heathrow a bit. And that there is a humongous Portuguese flag. There you go, nice profile shot. One last look at the park before we depart. Well, this is not the best surface to be rolling the suitcase across. Put you in there. Oh, just about enough air pressure. Cool. Dump the bag there for the moment. Quick run through of the safety briefing. We've got the doors, we've got the windows, got the roof hatches. Oh, med kits, got the fire extinguisher, no hot food or hot drink, any alcohol underneath, no drugs, toilet down in the middle, be careful as you're walking along, seat belts, adjustable stuff, power points in the middle. What comes after that? Racking above your head, be careful of valuables, you could ruin everything. What comes after that? Take them all off, because we could get break-ins like what happened in Paris with the spray paint. It's notorious. Paris is like the worst place ever to park a coach. Take your valuables off, that comes back in, boom, we got buttons and lights and stuff. It's connected up front to the air conditioning and that. Give me a shout if it gets too hot, too cold. What else have we got after that? One last thing. Couple of things. Entertainment stuff. DVDs stuff. Ask the trip leader if you want to put your phone on. Rubbish! Don't make a mess on my coach. They always do. And then that's it. That's that 5-10 minutes of rubbish. And then I'm done for the rest of the trip. Yes. It is 8:51 coach time. That's 7:51 local time. Entry. Driver 1, begin country, P for Portugal. Okay, no region code. Yes. So walk you through, shall we? Because the controls on a coach are a bit different. So these are warning lights for the doors. I've got no air pressure at the minute, so it's saying that they're both open when only one is. That's the door switches for front door, back door. That's this window. That's for the blind up there. That's heated wing mirrors, that's the wing mirror adjuster, so left one, right one, and then you move it around like a little joystick. Handbrake. So all the main side lights, front fogs, rear fogs, hazard lights. Don't know what that does. That's the emergency kill switch. And it's a literal kill switch, so if you flip it, it destroys bits and bobs. So you have to get a fitter out to come and repair stuff before it'll start again. There's a dashboard, fairly simple, speedo, fuel, little warning lights, warning various bits pop up in different boxes. I know cruise controls that one, stuff to do with the retarder is down there. There's my AdBlue level, there's my air pressure, which is too low. Engine speed, fuel, that's the main switch that shuts off all the ancillary electronics. That's to turn off the automatic retarder. Raise the suspension up and down, reset the suspension, traction control, DVD player, radio, controls for my section up front and controls for the passenger bed at the back. What's all this? Air conditioning fans and that for me at the front. Power switches, the fridge which is down there. Is that the reversing bleeper, USB charger. Internal lights, internal night lights, the reading lights, lights above me in the trip leader seat, lights for the luggage compartment underneath, boost fan, one for me, one for the trip leader. There's some fan vents up in the ceiling, there you go. That's the night heater, that's air con and fans for the passenger compartment at the back, and then tacho. And microphones and bits and bobs. So there are some similarities to trucks, but there are also a lot of extra switches and bits and bobs that you don't get on a truck. There's quite a lot of like split function stuff as well, like one for me, one for the trip leader, one for the front, one for the back. So you get all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what the cockpit of an old DAF looks like. Just waiting for the passengers to show up. Another few minutes yet. Or is that the first few leaving now? Might be a few. Do I recognise them? I think I do. That might be one of the new guys, Matt. Works in various mines around Africa. Is in Mali at the minute, apparently. I'm just looking at my tacho. And I'd done last week 20 hours, about 50 minutes of driving. So it's ticked over to a new week now, so it's subtracted the other weeks. So all of that is just last week. So I didn't even do a day's driving in the last 24 hours. See ya. See you later. Have fun. Close the door, say goodbye to everyone. Parking's in a completely different area on this one, so I can't really do this trip. around Sintra with everyone else. In which case, I'm going to go to the park up, and listen to yesterday's Spanish Grand Prix, because I downloaded it yesterday. So I can play that over the coach speakers. That'll use up about the right amount of time. So let's get going. Into gear. Away we go. This is the parking, fairly simple, just a bit of dirt open ground. It appears that even lorries can park here. There's two next to me, so that might be worth noting for later. Coach is clean because I did it yesterday. There's a thing over there. That looks like a bar, but it doesn't appear to be open, and there doesn't appear to be anywhere else to pay anyone for parking, and I don't have anything in my budget, so I'm going to assume it's free. I'll have a quick look round, but other than that, I think we're here for like the next 3 hours, so stick the F1 on.
I think that's kind of a similar
there we go, we're set for the next few hours. If I can do this one-handed, I'm not sure.
You are wearing red
there we go.
Sunglasses right now.
Phone's charging. We're not going to run out of battery.
The celebs that's on the grid, they're just going to start making their way off.
Take those off. Don't need them anymore.
Because at this moment in time,
so sit back
and
and relax.
Everybody leaves the grid, and it's just
oh yeah.
The engineers, the drivers,
yeah.
the real key people.
Oh yeah, that's better. It's not that comfortable.
We've got just over 8 minutes to go to the start of the Grand Prix, so that's why
I'm going to be sitting here now till about 12:30, 12:45 maybe. So almost 3 hours. So I almost get my reduced daily rest split break thing. So if you get 3 hours in at some point during the day, you can then take a 9-hour reduced rest, but it doesn't count as one. So little tip there if you're tramping or whatever. If you're going to be kept around at a warehouse or something, sit there for ages, stick it on break, see if you can get 3 hours, then you can have a 9-hour, but it doesn't count as one. So then you can technically do 5 or 6 9-hour rests in a week. None of them, well, not all of them have to count as a 9-hour rest. I had a choice. I could either hang out with the bus drivers or could hang out with the truck drivers. I've naturally gyrated over to the truck drivers. I'll always be a truck driver. Coach and stuff's just temporary. There's something different. It won't be forever.
Yes, I'm right next to the Mercedes garage now, so I've got eyes on them, and all eyes will be on the Red Bulls on the 3rd row. They haven't had good stuff.
It is packed now. There's coaches everywhere. That means a lot of people have been dropped off in Sintra. That's a very busy little town, place, thing, whatever it is. Royal Palace or something. It is busy. Toilet's starting to smell quite lovely. So much for emergency uses only. It weren't that bad a few days ago. They've just all of a sudden started using it in the last few days. Oh well, I've got another... How long does this go on for now? Another 8-9 days? Oh, and it's starting to smell a bit fresh as well. That's the old-fashioned recirculating toilet, so it just pumps the same stuff round and round and round. So you're basically flushing the toilet with your own pee. So it's not particularly fresh anymore. Well, that's the F1 over. Hamilton's won. I have just about an hour until I've got to set off and pick everyone up. So therefore, what I might do is have a walk down the road, because just down this way there's an Audi and I'm starting to get hungry. It's a nice entrance to an Audi. It's the other Audi, the Audi Nord, I think. I think they have Audi Sud in the UK. There's one thing that the Europeans just can't do, and that's food to go, snacks, quick grab stuff. Quickly grab something, leave, and it's all good to go. I really don't know why the continental Europeans can't understand that concept. It's so annoying. Yeah, UK supermarkets, way better than anywhere else. And we are back in the coach slash oven, because it is getting pretty warm in here now. There's my other bits and bobs, a couple of bananas. There's a bin on site over there, luckily, so I can throw all this out. What's it now? 12:30, about 15 minutes. I should be getting a text. I'll quickly finish these off and then head up to the pickup point. And then we head towards Porto to do some port tasting. Well, the passengers do anyway, I don't. Because I'm driving. One of the downsides of being the driver. There we go, 3 hours. I'm eligible for a split break. But that ain't gonna happen, because it's coach driving jobs. Anything less than 15 to 17 hours is almost unheard of. And I've got no idea what this radio is. It sounds more Russian than Portuguese. So I've got no idea what's happening. I've fired up the engine just to make sure that I haven't killed the batteries listening to the radio, or 5 Live, whatever it was. And I've got the aircon going, just to sort of pre-chill it down in here because it's quite warm. Start making a dent in all this hot air. 3 hours 1 minute. I'll change that to other work, since I'm not really going to be pushed for time on my 6 hours. Working time you can almost just completely ignore in this job, because you stop so often for 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there. People are off visiting some towns, you get 1 or 2 hours break. You're just constantly on break all the time, to the point you just don't even pay attention to the working time directive. Porto is even worse than Lisbon to get around. So I've done a couple of laps to try and find somewhere to park. Then met another bus coming the other way and have to do a bit of a dance, so I ended up curbing the front wheel. So I'm going to have to check on that. It's still got the hubcap, so I think it's just the tyre. Yeah, it's just the tyre, that's fine. As long as it's not that. As long as it's not the actual hubcap thing, because that can break off very easy, and this company charges you for any damage to the coaches. So I'll get away with the tyre buff, so that's alright. But yeah, it's a case of wait here now. Hopefully I can get half an hour, because I've only got 15 minutes of drive time left. Wait for my trip leader to text me, and then head back down to the ridiculous pickup point and try and get out of here and to the hostel. Get parked, we're done, hooray, and then a day off, and then finally we get to leave Portugal. Yeah, so we get to leave Portugal in a couple of days, go back to Spain, and then we're cruising then, we're on the home straight. Madrid, done that. San Sebastian's new but fairly simple. Barcelona, been there, done that, easy. We're cruising. There's a lovely little view of the river and a bit of Porto. Can't really see it on the GoPro, but yeah, this is where I'm parked, by some school. I'm not here to pick up children, although sometimes the passengers can act like it. Oh dear, sit here and wait and try and decipher the route notes to get to the hostel. So I've been given the nod, and I'm just about to head down now, pick everyone up, and then we head to the hostel. And I've been struggling with these route notes for ages and ages, trying to decipher them, and I've just eventually worked out this minute that they're pointing to somewhere that I'm not even going. So that's why I can't work out what they're talking about, because they're talking about somewhere that's completely different. We don't stay there anymore. So I'll just make up my own route, hopefully, and I'll say it again, and try and just get there and not get stuck. That's the trick today. Oh, dear me. Porto, you like it tight and difficult, don't you? And parking is more expensive than what it has here. It says 36 on here. The guy charged me 40. So, prices go up, and all the paperwork never gets updated. That could be from years ago. There was one that was completely way off somewhere. Which one was it? Granada, 24 euros, actually 36. Valencia, 35 euros, actually 48.05. The only ones that have been on target, Barcelona and Seville. Yeah. Even Fez was more expensive. So my budget of 301 euros for parking, that's gone. We're going to spend more than that, that's for sure. Anyway, it's a shame that the camera can't see wide enough off the dash cam, because that bridge was absolutely gorgeous. It was like going over the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol. You're like miles up and there's a huge gorge and you've got the river running through it. I'll have to see if I can walk over to it tomorrow and get some good shots, because it was gorgeous. I'm just going to clean the inside a little bit, do my paperwork, And that is today done. Dinner, 8 o'clock, got 55 minutes, so I better crack on. See you.